Spending hundreds of millions on transfers to improve your club, that's a fun thing to do. But what happens when transfers are not accessible to you anymore? And there's one rule set in place. Every time you step onto the pitch, you have to win your game in order to steal one of your opponent's players. Could you start at the bottom of the leagues in England and work your way up to the Premier League title and maybe even the Champions League itself? To find out, I am signing with Walsall FC in EFL League 2, and I'm telling you guys right now, this is going to be an incredible journey. And while looking at the starting 11, I can tell you this much, it does not look like a team that can make it into the Premier League on its own. Luckily though, we don't have to rely on this terrible budget of 1.2 million, because each season I'm going through every single squad, analyzing their teams and the talents that they have available to them in order to pick out my 3 opponents each year to play against. In our first game, we're taking on MK Dons for their very talented goalkeeper Setford. And this could be our first addition into the team. A goalkeeper plays such a huge part in a journey like this, and Kanu, the striker, runs through to score our first goal. I am extremely pleased to see that because he did look like a really good striker in terms of his stats, and he's delivering straight away. Kanu again, 35 minutes in, easy cut inside, bottom left corner. He's doing a great job for us to go ahead and bring in a new goalkeeper in Setford because we have won this game. So now, thanks to that great victory, we get to bring in Setford into our team because he is one of the highest potential players in EFL League 2 that actually belongs to an EFL League 2 team, because all the other players are only loaned in, so I can't touch them. And so with Setford coming in, 21 years old, 6'2" tall, potential above 75, which is rarely seen in this division, we are set up nicely for the near future. Things aren't looking good for us though right now. 19th in the league after 34 games, and Notts County is my next opponent. Where the hell are they in the league table? Oh boy. Oh boy, second in the league. Okay. But I want to face them for a very specific reason. Their striker, Yatta, is someone I would love to have in my team. So, I'm going after this victory. And man, I need it, because after this season, Kanu is gone. I need a replacement for him, and Yatta is the one. And lads, this is an easy match so far. 24 minutes in, but then Yatta jumps up into the skies and scores. He says, no, I want to go home. He's basically running away from us at this point. He wants to stay at his club, and I was completely against it, but it seemed like he desperately wanted to stick around still, wanted to get that second goal. A draw doesn't help me. I need a victory. So Kanu shoots and doesn't score. We go again in the 54th minute. Now Presley down the right, a bit of space. He's going to look for Kanu. Kanu, I should have passed it. I knew it. I should have passed it down and we could have scored the goal, but instead it is a draw and Yatta does not join us. And that Yatta would have been a 66 rated striker, but the 6'4" tall guy with his precision header had different plans, as you could tell. It would have been a decent upgrade for that right striking position. By the way, in gameplay, this guy, 6'4" tall as well, but man, he's slow. He feels like an absolute turtle on the pitch. Now, the worst thing is we're going to be losing out on a starting centre-back in Lopata, a starting striker in Kanu, and some decent backups, I guess. So maybe in the next game, I should be going for a centre-back that can replace Lopata. And to find the right centre-back, we're going to be stepping up against Cambridge United now, because Cambridge United have Watts in their defence, and that's the man I want. So far, we made one addition into the team, and we failed to make another. But Setford, that addition was big. I mean, this guy was making huge saves as I was trying to score my first goal in this game to get myself a new centre-back. And Kanu plays it across to Presley. Look at that jump. Beautiful. He goes sky high, just like Yatta when he scored against us and scores the goal. And Setford, man, this game, it's yours. He made some clutch saves. I believe 3 huge ones to make sure we don't concede. But, man, even though he kept trying, that was his 4th save. The 5th one sadly goes in. I mean, the defense needs to do better, and that's why we are looking to bring in a centre-back. 89th minute now. We're running through. Holman! Yes! That's the moment! 90 minutes! That is the final shot of the game, and we will be stealing their centre-back for sure after this. Welcome to the squad. Kellen Watts joins us at a 66 rating. So that left centre-back position is now belonging to him. He's left-footed as well, so that is perfect. Lopata can leave. We have one of the better centre-backs in the league. So we managed to add 2 players into our team, but still finished 17th. 54 points on us. All the way at the top, we have way stronger sides, doing much better, but I'm hoping that some of the teams that might get relegated here actually have some decent players in them, so I'm going to check out who that's going to be. Seems like Port Vale, Bradford City, Northampton, and Wigan Athletic are coming down. I need to see if they have decent players. Because now at the end of the season, yes, we have seen some growth from some of our players, but Kanu is leaving, as you know, and Watts has even gone up to a 67. The good thing is the team is still young, like 24, 25 is like the average age, so these guys will keep going up, and hopefully by itself the issue of not getting promoted will resolve itself, because then I will have access to a better player pool. Now we're up against Northampton, who do have Dyche at centre-back, who I would love to sign, and well, this game started with Gordon playing a pass into Presley 18 minutes in. Could we score already? It's a close one, it's close, but not there yet. Now 53 minutes in, Presley again on the ball, this time finds Gordon, a low-rated aging striker who cannot score for us. Holman goes for Presley again, another shot, saved once again. Man, I'm getting a bit desperate at this point. 66 minutes, now they run through, they take a shot from a ridiculous angle and score. So we are in a bad spot here, guys. It looks like that centre-back won't be joining us. We lose this game against Northampton. Despite my incapability of winning that game, the team's performance seems to be going into the right direction, as Colchester is the next opponent I want to play. Because Colchester have Samson Tovide in their striking position, a player I would love to sign. I believe so far we have gotten ourselves 2 players, and 2 we have failed with. So Gordon, now I need this. Colchester is down, and Walsall FC gets their first goal, and I want it more in the second half. The floodlights came on, and Clark should have made it 2. Should have easily made it 2, but he didn't. And then Samson Tovide, the man I want to sign, just like Yatta. But that was even more impressive. What a beautiful strike. The movement, the strength, the power. Exceptional. But then this is not offside. Presley toe pokes it in. The man that scored a beautiful goal against us, Samson Tovide, could be joining us if we keep this up. Now, Holman finds Gordon. Their defense is all the way up the field. They wanted to get the equaliser, but they failed. Josh Gordon has basically scored to get his replacement into the team. Colchester, I'm sorry, but your striker is mine. And so Samson Tovide becomes a part of our team. 66 rated, 22 years old. And I'm telling you right now, I could not stop him in the game that we played. Now, one thing that I found out in that one was he does have 3-star skill moves, but he did do a Berba spin, which I thought was a 4-star skill move. But anyways, he has 81 pace on him. He has low driven shot, quick step, and enforcer, and none of my players could shove him aside. He has 81 strength. And you know what, guys? I didn't even go for a 3rd game because we're going up. Walsall is 2nd this season, right behind Wigan Athletic. We're going up into EFL League 1, and the talent pool has increased. And you know what? I'm loving the fact that this is how we set up this rebuild, because every single player we bring in, we had to work hard for. It's not just a budget that has been given to us, and I would highly recommend to anyone playing at home, do this. This is a ton of fun. So this team now, we've seen a lot of growth, and I think it was very important that we had such a young team to start with, and our goalkeeper being on a 75 already, that makes a big difference. Top scorer for us, Presley. Dude, he's been on fire, even though I didn't like him in gameplay initially. And Tovide has 22 and 9. Probably scored a bunch of them for the other side as well. And now in EFL League 1, we're facing Sheffield Wednesday, because Sheffield Wednesday have Bernard, a centre-back that I would love to sign. So far, we have gone for many centre-backs, succeeded with only one of them. Now Presley goes for the pass. Tovide, the new striker. puts us into a great spot to steal Bernard. 18 minutes in, that's why we brought him into the squad. A strong, accurate striker, but Lowe scores a beautiful goal. Luckily, the equaliser doesn't count. It is offside. And well, in the 32nd minute, Presley gets the ball, strikes it with all of his might, makes it 2-0 and puts us into a great spot to pick up the centre-back. Even though Lowe scored in the 41st minute, lads, we are getting ourselves a centre-back 3-1 victory. And so Dijon Bernard becomes the second highest rated player in our team. And while he's going straight into the centre of our defence, I remember this guy used to be quite the talent back in the day, so I don't know what he's doing right now, but I'm glad he's part of our squad. Mid-video haircut, secured. But most importantly, I think I'm going to change the formation from a 5-3-2 over to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. And that's going to have us set up like this for now, but the left centre midfield and the center attack in midfield, I'm looking at those positions wanting to upgrade. And currently we're sat in the 8th position in the league, aiming to take a player away from the 15th spot, Blackpool. And so I'm going after Clarkson, a center attacking midfielder from Blackpool. And well, we went for him straight away. My right back pushing up the field, Barrett. Thank you so much for that beautiful strike, taking us 1-0 ahead. And that attacking midfield position could be looking quite good very soon. Pattison, the current attacking midfielder, to Holman. And well, the keeper made a huge mistake. Samson Tovide is picking up the ball and making sure we actually get Clarkson for sure. And here is the last moment that I'm going to show you from the first half still. Presley pushes away the defender and takes the shot to make it 3 to get us Clarkson. Thanks to that amazing victory, Pattison gets replaced with Clarkson. 5'9", 25 years old, 75 rated, officially the highest rated player in our team. And these playstyles, dead ball, incisive pass, long ball, inventive, and first touch. And this could be an amazing player for us. Up next, we need to fix the left centre midfield position because Clark is not good enough. And for that, we're taking on Stockport County in a big match because Hjerto Dahl, a Norwegian centre midfielder, is playing for them. And while he was taking part in this game straight away, you'll see him at a certain moment, but I don't know how they scored that goal. 29 minutes in, he just turns into my defender and goes through him. So, no clue. But here is Hjerto Dahl with his chance to score the second. Guys, I couldn't beat them. Hjerto Dahl is wanting to stay at this club. Despite not being able to bring Hjerto Dahl into our team, we managed to come in second behind Charlton Athletic to get promoted. We can now get championship players. Top scorer in the league, Presley. Man, he's on 27 goals. I did not see that coming. And going into the squad, well, he's up to a 71 at the age of 26, so can't expect much from him moving forward, but Tovide has done well here for himself. Clarkson has gone up to a 76. I really desperately need 2 new centre midfielders, and I'm pretty confident I can get them in the championship. And of course, when you go into the championship, there will be clubs that have been demoted from the Premier League. Leeds United is here, Nottingham Forest as well, and even West Ham. But to be honest, I'm not sure if these players can take on a former Premier League side to steal one of their players. I've done my research now, and here are the centre midfielders I would love to get. Oliver Blaster comes in at the age of 24, 78 rated, playing for Sheffield, who I could possibly beat. Then we have Charles from Southampton, an exceptional midfielder. And at Southampton as well, Kasper Janda. What if I beat them and just steal 2 of their players? Or we go big and get Mateus Fernandes into the team at the age of 23. After 6 games, we're sat in the 7th position, and I just couldn't resist. I'm actually going to be playing against West Ham for Mateus Fernandes. And well, this is going to be the biggest challenge so far. Tati Castellanos against Setford. We do get the save and we do get lucky, but at the end, the luck goes their way. They score their goal in a weird moment there for our defense. Presley now could get the equaliser, and he should have gotten it there. It is the 65th. Clarkson finds Samson, and Samson blasts it into the top right. That's how Presley should have done it. And now there is hope. There is a chance, a very slight chance we could be picking up Mateus Fernandes. And well, Samson Tovide runs through and makes it 2-1. An exceptional moment. A huge player could be joining our team if we keep on holding on to this. But please, if you do anything in this video, watch for what happens now. Quenda, an extremely talented player. I cannot stop him as we speak. He's going through my defense, shoots, Setford saves, and then my defender hits himself in the head, and still somehow, I don't even know how that happened, I didn't concede there. And guys, yes, that led to us picking up Mateus Fernandes, but please watch it again. I cannot believe it, but Mateus Fernandes is now wearing the colors of Walsall FC. And this is the biggest upgrade we have ever had. And honestly, I still don't know how I didn't concede with that weird chance where it bounced off 50 times, but man, am I happy that it worked out in the end. Having him in that midfield upgrades us time. After acquiring Fernandes, we're now sat in the 10th position, and I want to take on Southampton in second. I haven't decided yet who I want from this matchup. Charles is now on an 80 rating, and Yanda on an 82. The decision will be made later on, but first we have to try and win this game, and Downs, their striker, who's also a decent talent, was showcasing why I should maybe go for him. He was in exceptional form here, and even managed to score, but it was offside, luckily. 3 chances from Southampton, all coming through him. Now Samson Tovide looking for players in the centre. Finds Clarkson. Nice movement of the ball. Holman over to Barrett, the right back. Finds Mateus Fernandes, who wants to get himself the goal and beat Ramsdale. It doesn't happen though. Right before half-time, they nearly score again with Downs. Man, that striker is on fire. Here goes our team. Finally, down the left-hand side. Beautiful ball. Tovide in a good spot. Could take a shot now. Hits the post, guys. This is probably the toughest game I've played so far, especially because their attackers were incredible and Downs was failing over and over again against Setford, which I'm very thankful for. Then my right back runs through. 85th minute, please. Just freaking score. Mateus Fernandes wins the header. Clarkson on it, waiting for the right moment. Finds Mateus Fernandes again. Can he do it? Yes, the centre midfielder is possibly bringing his partner into the team now from Southampton with his own goal in the 87th minute. Southampton have been beaten, and as much as I like Downs and his performance, he couldn't get past Setford all this time, so I decided to not go for the striker, but for a centre midfielder thanks to Mateus Fernandes. And now I've made my decision. Kasper Yanda, welcome to the club. 6 foot tall, 82 rated. And he now takes over the right centre midfield position at an 82 rating. And the main reason I wanted him was he seems like quite the technical player. And that's something I would love to have in this team. Now, next up, technically I should go for a new CDM, but for whatever reason, I really want a striker. And we haven't gone 3 for 3 in any of these seasons so far, and the fact that I'm maybe pulling it off in the championship sounds amazing. We pushed up into the 7th position now, and I've chosen Leeds United as our next opponent in that 2nd spot, because I want their striker, not Joel Pirot, but the talented Mateo Joseph, who has 12 goals to his name this season. And he was immediately part of the attack. Joseph finds his teammate Pirot straight away. They should have scored the first goal, but they didn't. Now down the left, we're running through with Mateus Fernandes, and hold on a minute, they are being very aggressive towards him. Stach picks up a red card. Leeds United down to 10 men. This is our chance. Fernandes now looking for Clarkson, finds him. Clarkson sees Tovide making a run, and down the right is Presley, who potentially has just scored to replace himself in the starting 11 of our team, but he's celebrating it. He just wants the team to succeed, and well, we could have failed, but Joseph decided to fail right here, and that cost him, or brought him the move to our team. Presley says goodbye because a new striker is walking in now. And that was some tough work. So now Presley goes onto the bench as Joseph comes in and takes over that striking position. He was quite decent in that matchup, and he's higher rated than Tovide. I still believe in Tovide. I try to build him up as much as I can, and his performances have been great. But man, I'm happy with the looks of this team. We actually pulled it off. 3 out of 3 this time. And now the end of the season has come, with Walsall finishing in the 8th position with 76 points, missing out on promotion playoffs by just 3. And when we look into the squad, I guess it's okay, because next season I'm pretty confident that we will be contenders. Now, one position where we haven't seen any growth is the left back spot. Harper is not doing well at all, and I probably should be bringing in a new centre back. or maybe even a new CDM actually. I'll have to make a decision here next year. But first, let's find out who has gotten relegated. Please let it be some big teams coming down. It will be Ipswich, it will be Norwich, and Leicester City. Leicester might have some big talents. Not too sure about these other two, to be fair. I've looked through all the players and I've found 3 that I desperately want. At left back, Borza from Queen's Park Rangers, 23 years old, 78 rated. At centre back, Diego Coppola, 25 years old, 6'4" tall Italian centre back playing for Birmingham. And at CDM, an 86 rated regen, Declan Clements. First up, I'm going for the left back at Birmingham. And well, to get a left back, we are building up an attack from the left. Clarkson shoots and scores, but sadly, this one is called for offside. 25 minutes in, decent start into the game from our boys. And I gotta tell you, I'm at a point with this team now where I'm really feeling confident. And I know Samson can score from this angle. Just sheer power on his right foot, and I knew he could blast it in. And here goes Yander as well. His shot gets deflected, and Samson scores after he picks up the pieces. And that has been something we have been quite successful with. And lads, we got ourselves a left back. Andrei Borza, welcome to Walsall FC. This is going to be a major upgrade. Harper on a 73, Borza on a 78. Only 23 years old. We can build this guy up, and he has some really nice play styles on top of it. But now, guys, I am going to be using Borza, going for QPR's talented CDM. Actually, no, centre-back. And that centre-back, well, he is going to be worth it if we pull this off, because Watts here, my centre-back, is doing terrible work. And it leads to us conceding right before half-time. Not happy with that. We gotta go again, and Clarkson shoots. It's deflected, and Joseph could have picked it up. I thought it was gonna happen again. Clarkson finds Tovide. Samson, please, I need this. Hold on. He finds Joseph, and this time we actually do manage to get the equalizer. So there is still plenty of time, 30 minutes, to get one more goal to get ourselves a big player. Borza, the left back, with the cross over to Joseph. Off the crossbar. Come on, man. I need this goal. Tovide cuts inside, finds Joseph. Look at the skill move. Look at the accuracy. That is my Spanish striker. That man right there makes the difference right now, and I'm loving every bit of it because we got ourselves a new centre-back, and QPR is going to miss him. So say hello to Diego Coppola, the Italian centre-back, now taking over in our defence, replacing Watts. That is a +6 upgrade. I am extremely happy with this player joining into our team, but if we can bring in that Declan guy with an 86 rating into that CDM spot, that is going to be exceptional, changing everything moving forward. And right now we're sitting in the 4th position after 13 games, with 8th placed Middlesbrough our next opponent. And man, this is possibly the most important game we ever played, and they make a huge mistake at the back. Mateus Joseph, the former Leeds United striker, now gets that goal for us. It makes a huge impact as their team seems to be falling apart from this moment onwards. Joseph now finds a beautiful through ball into Samson Tovide, and he will just smack it. It is 2-0. We are getting ourselves a ridiculous player, thanks to an easier game than I thought it would ever be. And with that victory, we are now upgrading Chang, a 74 rated player, into an 86 rated Declan Clements, who has potential to be special. 6'2" tall, has the intercept playstyle as well. I mean, the upgrades this season are ridiculous. And guys, at the end of the season, Walsall FC are at the top of the league table, 102 points. Promoted. Top scorer in the league, Samson, man. Let's go. Legendary striker for me at this point. And he's also up there for the assists. And what I love seeing is growth, and we see exactly that. He's up to an 82. Joseph up to an 85. Clarkson is going along. He's 28. Hopefully he can keep going. I would hate to replace him. I love these play styles that he has. And defensively, yes, Barrett and Bernard are 2 players that we probably should be replacing in the upcoming season. And those numbers, by the way, they look class, don't they? I'm very happy with our team's performance. And now, as a Premier League club, I'm looking at Newcastle for Dylan Evers, who I'm pretty sure is Van Dijk's regen on an 87 rating. And Newcastle is a team that I feel like I could beat. And for the right back position, I'm looking at Rico Lewis, who thankfully has moved from Manchester City to Tottenham. And we all know what state Tottenham is in. And now I'm immediately stepping onto the pitch to get myself that centre-back. And, well, guys, Newcastle started off better than I expected. Bruno G finds himself in a comfortable position to slot that past our goalkeeper as Clarkson plays a great ball. Mateus Joseph needs to do that Berba spin again, and it is successful once more. This time he goes for the top right. The equaliser is in, and I'm looking for the second as Joseph now could be getting it, but he doesn't. That should have been a goal, but Mateus Fernandes and Clarkson find the right passes to put him into position once again. It's 2-1. Newcastle will be losing this game. At the end, it stays like that. We get ourselves a top player. And there he is. The Dutch centre-back is actually left-footed, so he's going to play on the left-hand side. 5'11" only, so not quite Van Dijk. But now I'm going in for that right-back position to make one huge improvement for the team. And by the way, our bench is not looking too bad either. Presley is useful, Bernard is useful, Watts as well, Harper as well, Chang too. But let's get that right back. And this right back could be potentially the last signing I'm making. Mateus Fernandes, look at that. Samson Tovide. From that angle on his left foot, he won't be missing. Because if I get this player, I feel like our team and the starting 11 is good enough. We just need to keep growing it. And Mateus Joseph should be making it 2-0 right here. And he will after a great pass from Yanda. Tottenham falling apart. Walsall at the top of their performances. And well, this victory gets us another player. And so Rico Lewis, 84 rated, comes into the squad. The stronger our team has gotten, the easier the matchups have become. At the beginning, we were struggling big time, but we're yet to play against the Liverpools, the Cities and Arsenals. But man, I'm really liking the look of this team. We have some exceptional players already. And guys, I didn't even go for a third game because Walsall are now Premier League champions, just 1 point ahead of Arsenal. An exceptional season for our team. I truly did not expect anything like this at all, but man, we just got promoted and we're champions already. Top scorer in the league, well, Joseph is up there with 24 for us, and for the assists, Mateus Fernandes. I love that. So this squad has now qualified for Champions League football, and man, I am so proud of it. Every single player we worked so hard for. We didn't just buy them off the transfer market. We had these guys walk into the team after beating their squads. This season, things changed a little bit. We came in third, behind Manchester City and Chelsea, requalified for the Champions League. And well, when we go into the Community Shield, looks like we lost that. When we look into the FA Cup, we didn't even take part in the final. And the Carabao Cup also doesn't belong to us. So clearly things were not going well at all domestically. But internationally, we came in second in the Champions League behind AS Monaco. Club Brugge, Walsall and AS Monaco. What a top three that is. Then in the round of 16, we beat Sevilla, quarterfinals, Benfica, semi-finals, PSG, to now face Ajax in the final with our squad of players that we stole from our opponents. And I gotta tell you, it feels so good to know that I basically took away every single one of these players from other teams, not with money, but I forced them to. And I cannot wait to see the actual stats of the players who has been the star this season, taking us to the Champions League final. It's Mateus Joseph. I'm telling you right now, he feels incredible in gameplay. And Tovide now on an 86. This guy would have never thought that he could one day play in the Champions League final, but we are making it happen. The time has come to win it all. Ajax, I don't even know who the hell you have in your lineup, but I don't care. I've stolen all these players, and they will steal this Champions League title from you. Down the left. Mateus, come on. That's not a good pass. Wait a minute. Finesse from this angle. Ooh, it's pretty good. Nice one, Rico. One of the last players to join us. Rico, Yanda, Clarkson. Ooh, what a pass. Samson, Tovide. What a hero, what a man. He has been here since the beginning, and he's clearly the best. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wow. That's impressive. Great goal by Ajax. Okay, he's running back to the middle of the pitch. EA, can we fix this, man? It just takes so much away from the opponent scoring. Like, they're not celebrating at all. I don't get why that happens. But anyways, I need to make something out of this game. It's 1-1, basically 0-0. Let's just pretend nothing ever happened. Clements, my CDM, finds a great pass. Clarkson finds Mateus. Come on, Mateus. What the hell, man? Off the line, Clements, CDM. That's mine. Rico Lewis, Coppola. It's just about working out. Samson, make your run, pal. I'll find you. There he goes. Into Clarkson. Joseph, were you offside? He's not. He is not offside. Mateus Joseph is the one. 13 goals in the Champions League. He could be up for the Ballon d'Or, and we could be winning the Champions League trophy right now with just this goal from a tight angle. We will take it. Here they come. Gotta be careful with these tackle attempts. This guy can't shoot. Don't let him shoot. What the hell am I doing? Maher Carrizo, they've taken away his blonde hair. Down the right goes Rico Lewis. Cuts across. Rico Lewis lobs it up towards the far post. Mateus Fernandes, please. It goes into extra time, guys. And all I can think of is, what if Presley becomes my hero? I'm subbing him on instead of Joseph right now. And Barrett comes on for Rico Lewis for a bit of pace down the right. Coppola, I need you to get there. No way. Setford, stand up. Bro, I don't know how I survived that, but I did. And now Presley, please. An incredible through ball. Presley. No way he gets that. Wow. Off we go. Clarkson finds Presley. Come on, Presley. Come on, Presley. Big boy, but he can skill. I know that for a fact. Big boy can skill, but he can't score. Oh my God, what am I doing? Clarkson, love that. Presley, plays it through. Tovide for the Champions League title. Samson Tovide has actually done it. What a hero. What a team. Everyone has been stolen. And now they are being rewarded with a Champions League trophy. And so Clarkson and all these players, who would have thought that you'd be here lifting a Champions League trophy, but you've actually done it. And guys, this was a ton of fun. You definitely should be checking out this video right here, which was just as fun. Take care and peace.